Alright, hello and welcome to another Why Would You Use. So, today we're going to be going over the Nikana Prime. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite melee weapons in the game, and it's because it kind of has perfect stats. The one and only thing that I think is missing from this weapon is momentum, and honestly, it doesn't really need it due to the quality of these stances on the Nikana. So, this is the build I've currently been using. It is very, very strong, hits like a fucking truck, and things that are worth noting about this build are that I'm using Buzzkill because I'm not using two elementals. If you would like more upfront damage, or would like a combined elemental, probably drop Organ Shatter, or possibly Prime Breach if you're into that, and get a combined elemental, or if you don't have Buzzkill available, do that. This is what I've been doing though because of the slash procs, because those will do very high damage whenever you're comboed up and critting and such, and it's about the same in terms of like added damage whenever you add Buzzkill compared to an elemental. So this is what I've been using. The one thing that I have been thinking about changing out a lot, because it's just, it would be such an increase in damage, is switching out Prime Reach for Weeping Wounds. Prime Reach gives me a big advantage against groups, but Weeping Wounds on single targets and kind of just through armor damage, Weeping Wounds would give me like a huge amount of potential just finisher damage that I could be kicking out pretty much all the time. So that's like kind of a potential switch that I've been thinking about. It does a lot of damage when you use this, but the area you can attack within with Prime Reach with most of the stances is pretty big, all things considered. So I think I'm going to go and do one test with each of the stances. We're going to start with Decisive Judgment, and we'll go to Tranquil Fury, or Tranquil, wait, what is it? Fury? Fury? Not Fury. Tranquil Cleave, and then Blind Justice. And that'll be that. This weapon is just damn good. The absolute like best thing you can do for this weapon though is give it to a Warframe that doesn't care about being knocked down, or just takes damage really well. Chroma, for example, or let's say Rhino with his Iron Skin giving him immunity to knockdowns. All of those frames that are going to apply well to melee weapons just kind of in general just will blow enemies away with this weapon. It's kind of obscene. But let's get started. So, Decisive Judgment. This is your two-handed one, and the charge attack is kind of the bread and butter of this weapon, or of this stance rather, in my opinion, because it is incredibly strong. Because it is a hard knockdown, which lets you close on enemies very effectively. Also, the like main strikes on this weapon, or on this stance rather, with Prime Reach, make it very effective around the corner. Ah, damn it, I missed. Oh, maybe I didn't miss and it was just the Ancients. Ah. This thing also does obscene damage, so if you're a little tanky, taking damage from the front will be no big deal. There we are. But yeah, there we go. That's Decisive Judgment. Probably my least favorite of the stances. It's just a bit too slow for me, and this doesn't go far enough for my taste. This one, though, a little hard to do. Well, less, not as easy as I'd like whenever you're full Berserk. It's pretty good, but just not my favorite stance. The other two I think are maybe just more my thing, but they're all quite good, just in terms of just being stances. So we'll do Tranquil Cleave next. This one is more general, and the best thing about it, I think, is that it opens up to finishers with its pause combo. That ends with a finisher, which is very strong, as we'll almost certainly see. And it's just generally very high DPS whenever you do it. That middle area is going to be a no zone for a little bit here. Ah, Bomber Rocket. I thought I avoided it. There we are. All right. More. Too used to the pause combo on Blind Justice. I believe that's everyone. Oh. Close. Yeah, Tranquil Cleave is pretty good. Also worth noting, it does have this blocking combo that is decent, but you only get the charge whenever you're not moving, which I find really jarring. So if you can get used to pausing right before the charge to actually utilize it, probably going to be a way better stance for you, but it is just really wonky for me to like actually perform while I'm doing other things. So yeah, also not the stance for me. Blind Justice, on the other hand, is my favorite stance, because it has a huge lunge that is amazing for closing distances and ends with a knockdown. This thing right here. Absolutely fantastic. This is also the least rare of the stances, which is kind of a side benefit. So let's get it started. This should be incredibly easy. The Ancients, not here yet? Good. Alright. I believe that's everyone. Not yet. Alright. That's everyone. Alright, and that's Blind Justice. Obviously, I'm more experienced with Blind Justice than the others. Because I'm very used to using this as like a mobility tool, especially whenever you have the Berserker speed, which increases how far it goes, which is an incredibly useful tool, because you cannot be knocked down during this. It's very, very good, because it kind of adjusts for the weakness of the Nikana Prime. It is absolutely incredible. The Nikana Prime is an amazing weapon, and all three of the stances definitely have their place. I'm sure you will find a favorite, as I have. But that's the Nikana Prime, and I will see you guys tomorrow.